Who would have thought that if you leave your borders open, you're going to have chaos in your country? Oh yes, we all did know about this, and everybody warned the establishment, but they all ignored it. Now we got MI5, the Home Office, and everybody in government, intelligence behind it, saying we now have to probably trigger a new acceleration when it comes to the threat of extremists and nutters and Islamists in our country. Now there's a new report that's come out to warn the government about what's going on in our country and how we're no longer safe. I mean, not that we were safe yesterday, but things are getting much worse because of the acceleration of threat. We've got so many people we haven't vetted who've entered the country, and we've got people still trying to come in. And funnily enough, the extremists from the Middle East, they actually warned us. It was years ago when people like Bin Laden and many others were saying, we are going to send our people to your countries and they're going to pretend to be asylum seekers. They literally said this, and it was all in the news and everybody ignored it. And this is what we have to deal with right now. So there are currently around 800 live counterterrorism policing investigations going on. 800. And last year, 169 arrests were made for these offences. Now, at the same time, which we've been saying for the past few years, there are tens of thousands of these nutters freely walking around. Now, a lot of them are being monitored on a regular basis, but every now and then they can easily slip through the system. Now, the intelligence, they're trying their best to do a good job, but there's a massive burden on them as well. Even the good people who want to protect, to keep us protected, because the political establishment are completely complacent or maybe complicit. They've kept the door open, and we have so many people coming without being vetted. And again, with the lack of police resources and everything else, that's why they're talking about accelerating the warning. So the Whitehall source said to the Times that this is the first report of its kind for 5 years and is a comprehensive update for the UK's response to terrorism. Then it's about how the fragmentation of course, the IS and the Al-Qaeda, who obviously was a big threat before, is now posing a very different threat to our people. While state actors like Russia and Iran will increasingly try to capitalize, well, yeah, we know that as well. And then I love how they have to like drop in Russia and Iran into everything else, as usual. They said we can't be complacent. Yes, they are morphing, and we have to keep our vigilance up. We know that. And then again, people like at the heart of MI5 and GCHQ have been warning about this for years. Yet at the same time, if backbenchers in Parliament, in the House of Commons, really cared about these issues, apart from just waiting every few months in a select committee, the Home Affairs Select Committee, to raise a question and wait for one of the Home Office ministers to give a pre-scripted and basically pre-prepared statement as a response, if they actually start a proper campaign, then we could actually have a new conversation about how we can make radical changes to keep our people safe in this country. It's not really just about the resources for the police or MI5 or GCHQ. It's beyond that. Because as long as the door is open, more threat is going to come on a daily basis. This is the issue that they're not going to be talking about on the mainstream media. Guess why? Because it's politically incorrect. Because all refugees are welcome here. And if you criticize the system, that means you hate everybody. That's not how it works. That's not how logic works. Now, we're going to be talking about all this as well, especially actually the party, the event that we're going to have on Sunday, 23rd, when we're going to have Andrew Bridgen joining us, hopefully, as well. We're going to be actually talking about a number of important issues, including this, because I want to ask Andrew, and you guys could come and actually ask yourself about the culture and the nature of the House of Commons these days, especially when it comes to these important issues. So if you want to join us on Sunday in Westminster, Central London, make sure to book your tickets. The link is in the description. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.